Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Right away, they'll change the look. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Hey, kill. Hey, we're going to kill. Hey, kill.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Kill.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Go. Get out there.
They run here with Dowdle. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Done. 46.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brings up the 3rd down.
Here we go, kill.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
We're going to 54, 147.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Kill. Then we go 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Penix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To the air, Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now Penix. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 41 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Yeah, here we go.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill. Hey, kill. Here we go. 46. 46.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 47. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Here we go. 46.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. 47.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll throw with Penix. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Right back to Pitts again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Falcons 14, Cowboys 3. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to throw now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Getting home that time to Marvian Overshown. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and long. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ready up. Cowboy 80. Let's go now.
A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Coup for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Falcons 21, Cowboys 3. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Prescott now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, kill! Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, 180.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Going to 53. Going to 53.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Short throw caught by Pitts. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now Prescott going to change the play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll change things up.
We're going to 54 wide. Hey, 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off. And guess what? The quarterback's down.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, here we go. I take. 26.
Now Dak. That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
To throw, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
There you go. Ready, take. Ready, take.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
47. Switch it, hey.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Let's go now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A play fake. Now Penix. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover.
Weak ass, bitch ass nigga. Damn, I should have picked 60. I called it though.
Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.